Tell the enemy I'm back and I'm strapping, they going to get it. If you gon' run with your husband, you better go and get fitted. Greater work shall we do, just like Christ said, so let's get with it, yeah. If you wanna see miracles, 5 loaves, 2 fishes. If you wanna see miracles, Clark. Got hot tea and I got grounded. Then I realized it was about God and not King Joe. What the enemy stole from me, God gave me.
Billings to the line with him into Timpson.
Some people act like they know me,
Indiana
but they have no clue what God has in store. Why they question what they have vacancy, have vacancy, have vacancy, have vacancy.
Johnson moves it away. Under 10. Clark fires.
Greater work shall we do, just like Christ said, so let's get with it. If you wanna see miracles, 5 loaves, 2 fish. Go. If you wanna see miracles, 5 loaves, 2 fishes. If you wanna see miracles.
Oh, yeah. 6 foot, 157. Born January 22nd, 2002. She attended the University of Iowa. Was the very best college basketball player of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, number 22, but number 1 in our hearts, Caitlin. Queen Caitlin Elizabeth Clark. Oh, y'all know it's about to go down. Get your shot, let's go!
Took some overtime to get the time right. Had to lose a little mind to get my mind right. Finally realized, but in hindsight, you wanted the limelight. Me priority never once. You kept close but never really wasn't. I accept you're like a focus. Agree with all your choices. Needed you to need me. Needed you to see. Until I found the right direction, I think my reflection would agree. Had to find a me in me.
The Short Sport by K. David Jordan.
Hey! Oh, we having a good time tonight! Hey!
King Joe. Everybody's talking about they got a big budget. See you with them bills, but when you come, you try to cover it.
Wait a minute.
Trying to share with your
Wait. All that stuff they was talking. All that stuff they was talking. We party tonight. Let's go.
Boy, if you want, we'll bomb rush your cranium down to the red meat. But we understand that it's not flesh and blood, but we fight against principality. We back outside, so let's expose what the real is supposed to be. It don't matter if a white man kill us or a black man kill us, it's still a Everybody's talking about they got a big budget.
Oh, they was saying Caitlin Clark. It's Jeremy Lin. Y'all started calling her Jeremy Lin. They say, oh, she can't be. The 11th best point guard, the 11th best guard in the league. That's what they said.
Hey. Still acting like I was on my mama titty. Talking about rolling with that thing in my city.
Hey.
Rolling up with them jump out boys. Oh, really? But you almost 50 Viagra in Beijing.
Hit the like, hit the
the young boy
subscribe.
with little baby dreams. Oh, what a pity. I've been cold since birth. Anointed before I took my first step on this earth. Order my birth date is 1118. So I was born unashamed to crave. Never flip, had a word in my heart, but I
still keep that blick. Keep running your mouth. I'm modified, make a switch. Make it sound like a drum line. Have you wildin' out like Nick? So which king you get to?
All right. Yeah, I get it. Listen, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. Let me calm down. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining the King Show. I'm your host, King David Jordan. Welcome. Right here when we talk sports, culture, competition from different perspectives. I need everybody in the chat right now to hit that like button. I need you to tell somebody, KD is on tonight. He's on tonight. I need everybody to tell me he's on tonight. Listen, let's get right into it tonight. Let's get right into it. Let's not waste the time. I ain't gonna be on all night tonight. We're going to bed because we got another game tomorrow night. So we'll get to it. Tonight, the queen, the one, the only, Miss Caitlin. Listen. 6 foot. 157. Woo! For the most hour. Came out there. And she went for 45. Now listen, everybody all week have been telling us. Everybody all week. All we've been hearing all week is, why y'all think Caitlin Clark is all this? She's not that great. Oh, why y'all always whining about Caitlin? Why y'all this and that? She's okay. She ain't the best. You know, she's not. What Kareem Abdul-Jabbar said? She's not the face of the league. Ain't that what he said? Ain't that what he was telling me? Caitlin Clark is not the face of the league. You know what I'm saying? They said, listen. What Emmanuel Acho said. Emmanuel Acho said Caitlin Clark was about the 5th best guard in the WNBA. He said Olivia Miles is better. He said Kelsey Mitchell is better. He said he was just calling out people to say these are better guards than Caitlin Clark. What did they say? Even when they got up there, they was talking about Caitlin Clark being the 11th best guard in the W. The players were talking about the 11th best guard in the W. And we've been trying to tell you guys all year, really for the last 3 years. I've been saying this for the last 3 years. I've been saying, hey, if they ever referee Caitlin Clark the right way, that Caitlin Clark will probably average about 30 points and 8 assists in the WNBA. People looking at me crazy, and I was trying to tell them the whole time. I said, if they ever call the fouls that they're supposed to call on Caitlin the right way, if they stop swallowing the whistle and they cause these players to have to guard her straight up, guess what? It didn't matter who they put on her tonight. They put Flagey on her. Oh, my God. The other young lady, she was, oh, my Lord. It didn't matter who they put on Caitlin tonight. She was out there putting that work on them. And she was getting them in foul trouble. She was out there. She was dancing. Dance. And we've been saying this for the last 2 years that Stephanie White's been the coach. And Stephanie White, we're gonna talk about Stephanie White too, because she said something in the post that we still like, oh my God, Stephanie. God Almighty. She still says something in the post. Listen, make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe. Facebook, what's up, man? Hit me up in the chat. Let me know that you're there. X, hit me up in the chat. Let me know that you're there. Well, we've been saying it for a while now that, listen, Caitlin Clark is the best guard in the WNBA. We've been saying it for a while now. Mark, what's up, man? He said, how was that game? Mark, listen, that game was phenomenal. Phenomenal. Oh, I was sweating. I'm still sweating now. It was phenomenal. But what we noticed in this game was this. And this is something that the reason that people keep saying, and tomorrow afternoon, we're going to do the show about, I might do a little bit of it tonight. Tomorrow we'll do the show. I'm thinking about doing 2 shows tomorrow. So y'all look out for 2 shows tomorrow. Because I want to talk about what the commissioner said, Adam Silver said yesterday, or was it today, yesterday? Well, it's yesterday now. What Stephen A. said, what Agumake said, and how the WNBA is being hypocrites. So join me tomorrow. I'm going to do it early. I'm going to do an early show before the game, and then we'll come back and do a game review. But tonight, we're celebrating, so I don't even want to get into too much of that tonight. But everyone had been saying, hey, where is the Caitlin Clark for our? Where's the Caitlin Clark that's going out there and that's throwing up 40 points? Where's the 30-point, double-double? Where is that? And now when we're sitting here now, we're seeing Caitlin Clark is not only putting up these numbers. Caitlin Clark scored or assisted of 66 of Indiana's 110 points tonight. Just think about that for a second. She scored or assisted or on 66 of Indiana's 110 points. That's just not a great game, guys. That's complete offensive control. Not only that, we also have to talk about the fact that she had 4 steals and 2 blocks. Because everybody talked about Caitlin Clark was a liability on the defensive end. But now we're starting to see maybe not. Maybe there's a way that she plays to get in. Now, I already know where everybody's saying, hey, they played a weak team. They played a team that didn't have that great of a record. I get it. I understand. But understand this. That Seattle team that they played tonight, yes, their record may be a little low right now just because they had injury. Thanks once again to unrivaled. Dominique Malonga got hurt, if I'm not mistaken. Dominique Malonga got hurt in the rival as she missed the first part of the season. Now, you see it. I told y'all last year. I was telling you, I was like, who's the best? They're like, I was like, listen, man, Angel Reese is dope, but y'all better look out for Dominique Malonga. I said, y'all better look out for her. Dominique Malonga is as advertised, and she can dunk. I thought she was going to get one today, but who was that? Was that Billings that caught up with her at the end and kind of got a contest in there? I said, oh, snap, she about to dunk. We about to see it. And then Billings caught up with her and ran her down at the end. But Dominique Malonga is a beast. She's a future superstar in this league. Do not get it twisted. Their front court is legit. Anybody that says anything different, they don't know basketball. And I was telling y'all last year when I said Dominique Malonga, and real talk, I think that's why my girl, Noah Quinn, that's why Noah Quinn got fired. I miss Noah. Noah, how you doing, girl? How you doing, Noah? Where's Noah around now? I didn't know what Noah Quinn is. Noah Quinn, that's why she got fired. Real talk. She got fired because I was saying before the end of last year, I said I will fire Noah Quinn because Noah Quinn's not playing Dominique Malonga enough. You got an all-star, she should be starting. She should be coming. It's not like you're going to win the championship with this team. You got to get your young players to play. And I believe that's what got Noah Quinn fired last year. But this year, she comes in and she hasn't been playing. You know, she's been hurt majority of the season. And they came in the game 6-20. But their record, their team is much better than their record. So I know what people are saying. They're saying, Noah Quinn, but understand this. They have a nice young team. I don't know if I like their coach, though. I'm going to be honest with you. I think their coach is kind of weak. That's just me personally. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of their coach at all. Sonia Raymond, I'm not a fan of Sonia Raymond at all. Right? Not a fan. I haven't seen anything. Now, she came from, what's the old girl that came from New York? She came from under Bordello's tutelage. Right? So, but I'm not a fan of her. I wish they would have gave Noah Quinn. I wish they would have gave Noah Quinn one more year, but they didn't. Right? But they have a nice squad when you sit there and you look at our fam who was shooting that thing. Oh, my God. Our fam in that third quarter, she went ballistic. Right? She went crazy. And then Dominique Malonga is a superstar. And they got size, they got length, they got athleticism, and them jokers can shoot. They can shoot their tail off. And they're going to be a good team, and they're going to really be a tough win for any team that plays them for the remainder of the season. So I know people want to say, they want to look at their record. And I think Fly J is going to be a solid player in the W also. I think she's going to be a solid player. But with that being said, Indiana played no defense tonight. like 0%. The defense Indiana played was horrible. I mean, it was hard to watch. You know, it was really hard to watch Indiana play defense tonight. And when you see this, And this is the reason why some of us are really disappointed with Stephanie White. Because defense is supposed to be Stephanie White's calling card. Defense is supposed to be Stephanie White's expertise. And right now, this team is struggling mightily with defense. And part of the reason that we're struggling mightily with defense is because what was exposed tonight, we don't have size. We don't have a lot of size down below. We don't have a lot of size. Now KK is athletic, but she's not that big of a player. She's very athletic, no doubt about it. KK can jump out the gym. KK can also dunk. But if you look at the size of KK, Michaela Timpson is only how tall is Michaela? Michaela Timpson is only 6'2". Now, Malonga and Malonga is 6'6", and our fam is 6'4". So off the rip, we're at a disadvantage size-wise. Then you have Monique Phillips trying to guard Dominique Malonga, and Monique Phillips she's a sturdy 6'4". I didn't know Monique Phillips was that tall. I think they lying. I think Monique Phillips is probably about 6'3". I get about 6'3", 6'2 and a half. They try to say 6'7". They say she's 6'4". I don't believe that. I think Monique Phillips is about 6'2". Maybe 6'2 and a half. They stretch it with the 6'4" thing with Monique Phillips. Monique Phillips is not the same size as she's not the same size as Aaliyah Boston. She's not at all. Not at all. 0%. No. So I think they're fudging the stats a little bit, but don't get it twisted. Them girls, Dominique Malonga and our fan, oh yeah, they definitely from across seas. They tall, slender, and them girls can shoot. And I mean shoot. 16, 5, and 6 for our fan. 28 and 14 for Dominique Malonga. Then if you add on top of that, 16 from Flage, who had a solid game, 16 points. 6 assists for Flage too. She did a great job of feeding the post, four rebounds. And then also, you got 15 from Natisha Heidemann and 15 from Melbourne. Now, Melbourne, I don't know what's going on with the Indiana where they're allowing these players just to run. And I think they're not having a true shot blocker. KK is athletic, but she's not really a true shot blocker, right? She's not a Dominique Malonga. She's not a Asia Wilson. She's not a true shot blocker or a Brittany Griner, who's the man in the paint. Brittany Griner, that man in the paint. She's not Brittany Griner, right? So, she's not that. So I think that's something that the Indiana Fever will have to either address before the trade deadline, or it's going to be something they're going to have to deal with the rest of the season. Make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching the King Joe Show. Make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. So we come into the game. Indiana comes, and can we talk about the elephant in the room before we get to the celebration? It's two elephants in the room when it comes to this team. And it's one thing that we've complained about. That's one thing that we've complained about when we've seen what's happening with the Indiana Fever, and it's something that we still complain about. It's Stephanie White's coaching decision. And it's organization's coaching decisions. Now, I understand they're playing 3 games in 4 nights. They got back-to-backs. But I don't want to sound insensitive, right? But Leah Boss is making $1 million now, right? Kelsey Mitchell is making $1.4 million. I mean, they're not playing 82 games. So I'm trying to see why we doing all this low management. Where's all this lower management coming from? We got to win games to position ourselves to get home court advantage in the playoffs. And another thing, too, we can't look at people's record and just say, oh, that's a W, even though it was a W. But for some reason, we're low managing players, and I'm like, why are we low managing players? It's 40 games in the season. They're playing 40 games. But then when you think about it, and this is why I said, I hope it's in the contract that next year they cannot play unrivaled. If you made $1 million, hey, you're not playing in another league because one, you could be hurt. And another thing that we've had with Aaliyah Boston all year, she's been in and out the lineup with what? An injury that she suffered in another league. This is when we talk about Kathy Engelbert with other things, amongst other things, being a horrible, horrible commissioner. I mean, you're low managing at 40 games. Like, what is that? People are paying their hard-earned money to see the best players. I know at one point in time, I think Caitlin's going to try to play tomorrow night. They were saying that Caitlin will play tonight and Aaliyah wouldn't play tomorrow night. I mean, Aaliyah would play tomorrow night and Caitlin wouldn't play tomorrow night. Right? I don't know if that's still going to happen, but that was what we was hearing in the media, that's what it is. That's what we're hearing in the media. Mark, what's going on? Jersey. What a performance, Jersey. What a performance. We're going to get there. We get there. I'm taking my time. I'm getting all the negativity out the way so we can just bask in positivity in the greatness of the aura of none other than Queen Caitlin Elizabeth Clark. Yes, sir. But this is what I'm saying. Listen, Stephanie White has to do a better job coaching this team. And this tonight once again proved that she has the reign on Caitlin Clark. And after the game, this is what got me. After the game that Caitlin had, Stephanie White still said some just stupidity in the post-game press conference. Caitlin came out aggressive, getting people involved. Kelsey Mitchell came out hot. Kelsey Mitchell came out there. And this is the thing. She wasn't doing a lot of She was cutting to the basket. It kind of looked like a little bit of Christy Size coaching, you know what I'm saying, a little bit at the beginning. I don't know. No, I ain't saying. I almost looked like a little Christy Size offense from a couple of years. At the end of the year, Kelsey was hard cutting. Caitlin was hitting her. Kelsey was hot. 17 points. First quarter. 19 first half. She cooled off. Caitlin came back second quarter. Went crazy, got 17. Both of them had 19 at halftime. We was running that thing, but something happened about 3 minutes in the second quarter left, and then 3 to 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Stephanie White pulls Caitlin Clark out the game. Now, all year, people have been telling us that that's how I love this game. All year they have been telling us that the Indiana Fever were better with Tyesha Harris running the point. They're better with Tyesha Harris running the point than Caitlin Clark running the point. Hey, y'all been hearing that? I know I've been hearing that all year. And I kept telling you last show, y'all remember last show, I said, listen, the thing that Stephanie White has to understand is that she has 3 special players. She got Kelsey Mitchell, who can get hot quick in a hurry. You got Caitlin Clark, who can get hot quick in a hurry. And you got Leah Boston, who can be dominant down low. She got 3 players. Those are your 3 superstars. And let's be honest. Tonight, Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark averaged, 70-something points tonight? 75 points? 75 points. Between the two of them. 30 and 45. You have to let, and this is the thing. This is what I was telling y'all last show. And people get mad at us when we talk about it. And they be like, well, why you hate on Stephanie White for? Because we say, hey, man, Stephanie White keeps taking the ball out of her number 1 primary ball handler's hand. Get the ball in Caitlin Clark's hand. She's going to make sure that Kelsey Mitchell gets hers. And something happened that ain't nobody talked about tonight that happened that it shocked all of us. Kelsey Mitchell actually passed the ball back to Caitlin Clark. And when it happened, I saw when the change happened. I saw when it happened. And when it happened was, Caitlin, they got a steal. They passed it out to Caitlin because Kelsey had looked off Caitlin earlier. Caitlin was wide open for a three. Kelsey looked out, and she shot it, and she missed it. They got the ball back. They got a steal. They ran down the court. Caitlin had the ball. Caitlin looked like she was about to pop up for three. The defender, Malonga, looked back at Caitlin. When she looked back at Caitlin, Caitlin passed it to Kelsey. Kelsey caught it in mid and shot the layup. And it was like, oh, snap, she passed me the ball. And I think that was Caitlin said, Kelsey, I'm going to pass you the ball. I need you to do the same thing. Reciprocate that. It's okay. It's okay. Kelsey Mitchell had 30 points and no assists. Huh? Wait. No, I'm wrong. Did she have an assist? Oh, no, she did not. Kelsey had 30 points. Oh, gosh. She had 30 points, 1 turnover, no assists, and 1 rebound. She was out there to do one thing and one thing only. Shoot, and shoot some more. Shoot, man. Oop. That was what Kelsey Mitchell was out there doing. Now, she did shoot 52%, but she shot the ball 25 times. Oh, it's crazy. Kelsey Mitchell was 13 for 25 for 30 points. She shot the ball 25 times. Caitlin, a lot more efficient, 11 for 18. But she did get to the free throw line. But it's okay, Kelsey, to pass Caitlin the ball. That's really what I liked about KK tonight. KK was looking for KK. That's sad. KK got more assists than Kelsey Mitchell. Come on now, Kelsey. No assists, 30 points, no assists. 1 rebound. She was just out there shooting. Hey, Kelsey Iverson. But she held it down the first half, 19 points. Second half, she cooled down a little bit. And this is what I'll be trying to tell you guys. People be like, Kelsey Mitchell, man, she's a baller. She's a bucket. Y'all heard her. Downhill with the run like a running back. I was like, here we go. Downhill with the running back. Every time Kelsey Mitchell goes downhill the other shoulder square like a running back. They be ready for that line. She be ready for that line. That's that line. Hey, we're going to do a drinking game. Every time the commentator says, downhill like a running back. Y'all got to take like 5 drinks. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to take 10 shots. Right? But we've been telling White all year, let Caitlin run the offense. Let Caitlin do her thing. Play with pace. She's better when she plays with pace. She's smart enough to understand when she needs to slow it down and run something. And you know what Stephanie White said tonight? They asked Stephanie White this. I gotta find that video. I'm gonna play it for you. Hopefully it doesn't mess up the live stream. I'm gonna find that video of what Stephanie White said tonight when they asked Stephanie White about Caitlin Clark playing with pace. And because Caitlin Clark is such a great player, do you think it's times where you could just let her play? Y'all would not believe what Stephanie White what her answer was to that. It was crazy. I was like, yo, Steph, really? You would not believe her answer to that. Because everybody was just like, hey man, Caitlin Clark saved you tonight. She literally saved you tonight. She put on the defensive end and the offensive end, Caitlin Clark saved Indiana tonight. Because Kelsey Mitchell got called and missed like 5-6 shots in a row. Hold on, Chad. I want to play this for you. Let me play this for you. I want y'all to see Stephanie White's reporter asked the question. Listen, I want y'all to watch this because I want y'all to watch and listen to her answer. I could not believe this. Play it. We got hold on. Turn on the movie. All right, so play it.
that where you kind of throw out the game plan and say, okay, do your thing, here's the ball?
Now start over so they can hear it. Listen.
Point in a game like that where you kind of throw out the game plan and say, okay, do your thing, here's the ball?
No.
A point in a game like that where you kind of throw out the game plan and say, okay, do your thing, here's the ball?
No.
A point in a game like
Do
that
you-
where you kind of throw out
Can
the
y'all
game
believe
plan
that?
and say, okay, do your thing, here's the ball?
No.
So wait. Caitlin Hart, Caitlin Clark. I can't speak out there. Caitlin Clark is out there balling. They call her Methany. It's crazy. Now you know. I've been trying to tell E. I used to work with a guy that was I used Hutch King. I ain't gonna say it. Let me go back. It's crazy that Stephanie White was. Caitlin Clark went tonight. Was 11 for 18. She got to the free throw line 19 times. She had 10 assists, 4 steals, 2 blocks, only 4 turnovers. So, you know, they'll be ready for that. Oh, she turned the ball over. 2 rebounds. She was a plus 16. And she literally was hitting 30-foot walk-offs. And Stephanie White still after the game and said, hey, man, this is the point. We just let Caitlin be great. And you throw away the game plan and say, Caitlin, take the game over. And Stephanie White said, no. She didn't even go, She didn't even have to go, You know, normally she'd be like, She didn't even go, She didn't have to think about that. She didn't have to think. That was instant. That was an instant reaction. Nope. Alan, what's up? Mark, what's good? Mark said meant that he would give Sissy credit for an offensive drive. She didn't even do that tonight. When they asked her, hey, do you think it's sometimes that you can throw over the game plan? And when Caitlin got it going like this, and just let Caitlin let her go to do her thing, she's like, no. That is the problem, Stephanie. That is the issue that we have. You got to know when to get out the way. You got to know when to get out the way. Right? Now, if you listen, I want y'all to hear the difference. I want y'all to hear the difference of why what a coach say. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I'm looking for it. Hold on, chat. Let me see if I can find it. This is what one of the best coaches says. I want you to hear what Sherry says about coaching Olivia Miles. Listen. Oh, let me tell you, I found it right here. Here it is. I just want y'all to hear what she says. This is what a coach legitimately says when she's talking about coaching. Olivia, thank you guys to everybody that's following. Thank you to the follows. I appreciate you. All right, everybody on X is following, man. Thank you guys so much. Sherry says, hey, I need to get out of the way. And I let Olivia Miles do her thing. But when we get here to hold on. Let me show you the difference. Here it is. I got it right here.
You know, what do you want me to look for? And I say, whatever your instincts tell you is there. I don't coach her passing at all. I try to stay out of the way of that. We try to play call to feature, you know, some of the things that we know she's going to find. She's just has an incredible gift on the instincts of who's open, when they're open, you know, just sees it before everybody else. And so timing is so crucial. If you've got a shooter open, that by the time it touches their fingers, they can let it go. Because if you're a tick late, you know, defender has a chance to get back to you, and that shot looks different. Pick and roll game, you know, etc. It's a gift. And that's what we talked about. It's a generational gift. You just don't see it very often. And obviously, she makes things easier for her teammates.
Sherry,
I
listen.
don't coach. A lot of times she'll say, you know, what do you want me to look for? And I say, whatever your instincts tell you is there. I don't coach her passing at all.
Listen to that now. She does not coach her passing at all. But Stephanie White, they asked Stephanie White, hey, is there a time that you get out the game plan? And she like, oh, no. You gotta keep on the leash. Gotta bring her back. You know what? The other day I was going to this lady's house. I was taking her a package, right? And I was going to her house, and the dog would run at me. And I was like, oh, snap. And the lady said, oh, don't worry. She said, don't worry. She said, Katie, don't worry. She said, it had one of the collars. They said, they ain't gonna go past that line. She said, they ain't gonna go past that line. The dog got running out. She said, don't worry about it. It ain't gonna go past that line. And it was crazy because the line was like where the grass and the pavement was, the cement was. It wasn't going past that line because if it got to that line, the dog was running at me. Ran until we got that line. He said that little. That's how Stephanie White wants to coach Caitlin Clark. And we've been telling Stephanie White for the last 2 years that you need to take the reins off and let Caitlin be Caitlin. Well, you need to take the reins off and let her run that show. If you're going to have any chance of winning a championship, you don't have the same team you had last year. Last year, you had a lot of veterans. You had a lot of older players. You don't have that this year. You have virtually a young team this year. The older veterans on your team is Kelsey Mitchell, Lexi Hall, and Monique. Well, you got about 4 of them, right? You got a little bit of age, but you got a lot of young players too. Your major players on this team are all young. Lexi Hall is young. Caitlin Clark is young. KK is young. You know what I'm saying? Sophie Cunningham is old, but she's young in spirit. You know what I'm saying? Raven Johnson is young. Aaliyah Boston is young. Right? All these players, you got a young core of major players. Right? August said fire White now. But after your star player goes out and plays amazing, after she plays phenomenal, you have the audacity to still go up there and say, oh, no. Well, after seeing Caitlin play like this, do you allow her just to do a thing? Nope. She has to stay within the Miyagi-Do offense. And that's why a lot of us, when we see what's going on with Caitlin, that's why a lot of us are sitting there and saying, wow, this is different. Right? That's how a lot of us, we sit there and we'll
Tell the enemy I'm back and I'm strapping.
We're sitting there and we're watching Caitlin do things like this. Taking them off the dribble. Back. Boom. That's all Caitlin Clark, ladies and gentlemen. Look, this is Caitlin. Finally, Kelsey goes downhill like a running back. That's what Caitlin is doing. Look, she's serving. She knows when to push and when to take her time. Look at this. Get off me. Here you go, Monique Billings. Here's a layup. I'm shot. She hit it, but she did. Here you go. I got it behind the back. Ooh, step. That's special. That's special. Look at Caitlin. Still, but she can't play defense. That's what changed the game right there. That play right there, because Kelsey Mitchell would not pass her the ball. And Caitlin, I think Caitlin was proving a point. Caitlin had a wide open 3. Look, Caitlin has a wide open 3. Look at this. That's Kelsey Mitchell. There you go, Kelsey. All right. Still Caitlin. Caitlin runs the court. Goes down. There you go. Back to Caitlin. Look at that. Oh, they pass it back to her. She hits a 3. This is what we are. And listen, I love Kelsey Mitchell. Understand this. I love Kelsey Mitchell. Without a doubt, I love Kelsey Mitchell. But at the same time, when you're seeing what Caitlin is doing here, the audience, when Caitlin hits those 3s, it's a different reaction. We love what Kelsey hit. Look at it. When Caitlin hit those 3s, everybody just holds their breath. And you got a special generation. You say you have a generational talent, and part of being able to coach is being able to know when to take your hand off of a generational talent. And we just heard Cheryl Reeves, who's one of the best coaches in the W, who's going to be a Hall of Fame coach in the W when she retires. Ooh, that was nasty, Katie. That in and out was ridiculously nasty. Run that back. That in and out was crazy. Wait. What's this cross? Well, all these people talking about Caitlyn is not nice. They are light. Look at this. Whoop. Oh, that's nasty. What are y'all talking about? That is nasty. Look at these passes. You want her to have the ball in her hands. Fade. She's getting that fade midi, she's starting to get lethal on that. She started to get Kobe lethal. If she continues to get Kobe lethal on that, it's a problem because she's taller than a lot of other players. Look, cross again, cross. Hezzy. Turn back. Oh, spin. Off the glass. That's a special player. Look at this. Cross. Pull. Snatch. Splash. Special player. Look. Behind the back. Get off me. Give it back. Thank you. I give it back to you. Easy play. She's going to make the right play. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe. Please hit that like and subscribe. Please hit that like and try to get 2,000. Look, defense. Oh, she don't play defense. Now, I will say. Now, listen now. She might have got away with a little foul on there. I gotta be careful. I gotta be fair. But the hand and the ball. Some people say the hand is a part of the ball. So it just depends on what rule you look. The ref looked and said, okay, the hand was a part of the ball on this play. So if the ref said the hand was part of the ball, she got ball in hand. So that's why I think the left let it play. But this is just nasty. This is nasty. This is with the game on the line, 102-102. Let's see what Stephanie White calls up. Stephanie White calls high screen and roll. Noah Leah Ballstead. That was a horrible screen. Look at the screen. This screen is horrific. Come on now. Billups. That screen is trash. KK. Get it back out to the player. Bad pass, KK. KK played well, though. Look. Get it off. Off that leg. Great defense. But watch this. Horrible. That's a horrible screen roll. Okay, almost backcourts, come back. That's just nasty. Fade to if you let her fade to the left, man, it's over with. This is what we got to. And she said, I'm here. I'm in this. And I'm doing PG version. Look at it, man, wide open. Look at it. Look at our brother with his mouth open. I'm here. Come on. Let's go. The crowd is going crazy. This is with the game on the line. You know what kind of kahunas it has to take this shot 102-102 with 40 seconds left? That put it up 41 points right there. 41 points. And you have people that's sitting here and trying to say, you got people that's sitting here and that's trying to say this, that, and the other, and you got your coach saying, hey, I don't want, if she's in that zone, we still want to kind of keep that dog call on. We still want to keep on the leash. Thank you guys so much. Numbers are crazy. Appreciate you guys so much. 150. Let's keep going. Y'all let me know what y'all think of this in the chat. Willie said the only reason Stephanie White left CC in the game was because she thought the Fever were going to lose. She did, and listen, they ran, I think it was 5 straight plays for Kelsey Mitchell. Like 5 straight plays. They came out and ran 5 straight plays. CC had 33. She had 33 at the time. Maybe 35. They ran 5 straight plays for Kelsey Mitchell, and she missed every last one of them. No lie. She missed every last one of them. And it almost cost us the game. It really did. Monique Billings had a tough time with Malonga tonight. Malonga is a beast, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. Faye and Malonga, Them girls. I was telling y'all last year. Y'all gotta understand last year. I'm trying to tell y'all last year, Malonga's nice. And she can dunk. Malonga gonna be a beast. That's a great question, August. What are they going to say now? Listen, thank y'all, man. Thank y'all for the super chats. All the people that give super chats, your post will be live, and we also do a bell for all super chats. The super chats help us keep the show going live. But we are celebrating tonight. We're celebrating Caitlin's greatness in spite of. We're celebrating Caitlin's greatness in spite of. We're celebrating the fact that she proved after today, and I don't know what was going on with ESPN today. Every time I turned around, they was talking kind of negatively about Caitlin. Oh, the raising they was on the tie raises all boats, and you know the commissioner sitting there saying that Caitlin is a football ball being pumped back and forth, you know, for political gains and stuff like that. Join me tomorrow because we're gonna break that down and how that's a hypocrisy that the WNBA has been showing and throwing in our face. We've been hearing that allegedly Agent Wilson is gonna go and talk to Caitlin and tell her she needs to speak out once again about hatred and how once again, you know, that there should be no hate and once again talk to Caitlin about her fans. When we found out that it wasn't one of Caitlin's fans, it was a person that's betting on the game that sat there and sent those ugly messages to Alicia Gray, who had talked to her wife, and her wife was like, "You should post this." She sent it to the rest of the players, and the rest of the guys said they should play. Come on, man. All this we had heard, that's been the narrative all day. All we had heard all day was Caitlin Clark's fans and why they're so passionate and she's overrated. That's all we've been hearing. Emmanuel Acho saying that the league doesn't need Caitlin Clark. That's all we've been hearing. Stephen A. Smith saying pimp Caitlin. Hey, y'all get your money up. Use her to get your money up. That's all we've been hearing. That's all we've been hearing. All we've been hearing is Olivia Miles. The 11th best. What did old buddy say for ESPN? Caitlin Clark wasn't the top 4. They should suspend these jokers for bad takes. What was the brother name that said Caitlin Clark wasn't a top 4 player in the WNBA, a top 4 guard? What was his name? I don't even know his name. I wonder if they gave him a bonus for saying that. I wonder if they give them an extra bonus to say, hey, man, if you say this stupidest thing on air, wait, don't worry, we'll kick you a little bit to say some controversy, get everybody riled up. David Dennis Jr. What he said? Caitlin Clark is not a top 4 guard in the NBA, in the WNBA. That's what he said. He said, I don't think you can make a compelling argument that Caitlin Clark is a top 4 guard in the NBA. Hold on. Y'all don't believe me? Listen to what he says. Hold on. We got it? Go to Google. think you can make a compelling argument, somebody should text him and be like, hey, bro, are you still standing by that? But we should really go on this page and be like 45-10, never done. Ever. 45-10, never done. In the history, 30 years. Never done. They were like, oh, it's against Seattle. Never done. Oh, it's against the worst team. Never done in 30 years. In 29 minutes. Loose balls. In 25 minutes. She still was out there doing, that's what, never done in 30 years, and she still was on a minute restriction. What does she? I know what she's gonna have to do. I know she's gonna have to win a chip, because that's gonna be the one thing they keep saying. They're gonna be like, yeah, she can score, she's great, but she ain't won nothing. She ain't won nothing in the NCAA. She gonna have to win a chip. I know. But until that happens, you gotta get to the playoffs. You gotta play the regular season in order to win a chip. And this is really year 2 for Caitlin Clark. Like you said, it's year 3. It's really year 2. She was hurt last year. Majority of last year, she was hurt. So this is really year 2. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. Thank you for joining me. Please hit that like and subscribe. Please, thank you so much for joining me. Hit that like and subscribe so the algorithm can pick us up. And if you have not, please subscribe. We try to get, we want to get about, we need about 100 more subscribers to reach our goal before August. I just don't understand. I just don't get it. I don't understand the vitriol that comes with the hate that comes from Caitlin Clark. It's just people that don't like her. You know what's crazy? I am pretty sure, and I meant to say this when I was talking about Caitlin Clark has probably the most black fans in the W. Oh, y'all should know. Y'all should know. Y'all should have got y'all should have seen the racism that I got for saying that. You, Uncle, like, you do know that's internalized racism when you call it you call another black man cool. You know that's internalized racism. Y'all should have known the racism that I got for that. My brother was trying to hit me with Uncle Tom. I said, hey, thank you. He's like, what? I said, you ain't read the book, did you? You just heard somebody say that Uncle Tom was a negative connotation. And you know what I'm saying? But you didn't read the book. That Uncle Tom really was a Christian that was the hero of the story. Yeah, Uncle Tom's cabin. He got quiet. But this is the thing that I keep trying to tell people, right? Y'all think that Caitlin Clark don't get hate mail? As polarizing as Caitlin Clark is, do y'all not think that Caitlin Clark doesn't get hate messages? Threats? Do y'all honestly think that Caitlin Clark doesn't get threats, death threats? Do y'all not think Caitlin Clark doesn't get bullied on social media? Because I'm tired of the media and the WNBA and some of their players acting like they're the only ones. Half of y'all only starting to get this attention when you play Caitlin Clark. Other than that, people really don't give a flip. They was asking the question earlier. I was watching, was it Ben? I was watching what I think it was Ben. Maybe it was KTV. It's one of those. I was watching one of the guys and they said, oh, no, I think it was definitely Ben. Ben was like, Ben Daniels was like, man, oh, it just so happened after the Indiana Fever game, this is why you share it. You share you could have shared it a while, but you just waited till after the Indiana Fever game to share the game. And I was thinking that, I was like, you know what, he's right. Then I thought about it. You know why? Because nobody's really watching them outside the Indiana Fever game. You got millions of people watching them when they play the Fever. That number cuts in the third when they don't play the Fever. That's the whole issue with the W today. And see, this is the thing. There's only one other player right now, there's one other player in basketball, maybe two, but definitely one. It's definitely one. I know definitely one. It's one other player in basketball that can excite a crowd and a stadium like Caitlin Clark did tonight. And his name happens to be Stephen Curry. We only see this, as good as Kevin Durant is, as good as LeBron James is, and athletic and as powerful and great as all those guys are, when it comes to doing what, shooting that thing from 30, shooting that thing from 40, maybe Damian Lillard at one point in time. Damian Lillard at one point in time in his career. But you only got a couple of players in basketball that is able to elevate their game where they're hitting shots like that. Where they're hitting shots when it counts from 30. Where they can get unbelievably crazy. Kayla pulled a couple tonight, and I was laughing. I was like, oh, she has no conscience tonight. I said, Kayla pulled a couple tonight. Both of them almost looked at it. I was like, oh, my God. Like, I was literally going, she pulled a couple tonight. I was like, oh, my God. But there's only 2-3 players in both sports, the NBA and the WNBA, that can put on a shooting exhibition like that, and you just lose your breath. You be like, you know what? I don't know too many other people that can do that. I don't even know too many other people that had the kahunas to pull like that. And that is Stephen Curry, and that's Caitlin Clark. Maybe Damian Lillard at one point in time. Dame time. But those are the two. Those are the two. That could consistently, if you got to guard them, soon as they get the ball out of bounds, coming from the other end, you might want to pick them up before they get across half court. Because if they hit a couple of shots, they pulling it. They pulling it. I mean, Caitlin Clark shot one tonight. I was like, that is egregious. Egregious. Even the shot when she hit over the last shot that she hit over Flage. I'm not really mad at Flage because Flage was probably like, there's no way she's going to shoot that. A behind the back, sidestep 3, faded to the left, and she bangs it home. It's nothing that she can do. There are only a couple of players that can do that. And when you look at those, one is considered the greatest shooter of our lifetime. Oh, no, I feel bad for Angel. Angel had a good night tonight, too. She had another double-double. Shout out to the DA. The Dream Angels. The Reese's Pieces. Is the Reese's Pieces still a thing? He said, Crash Out Willie said, hey, CC had 70 views in 1 hour. Adrian had 5K views in 1 hour. And those games ended like the same time. I was mad. Listen, I was about to be mad tonight because I live in Georgia. And for the first time ever, they had a blackout. We couldn't see the Caitlin Clark because they had the Dream plan. And I was ticked. It just so happened, I got Roku, and Roku has Ion. The Roku live channels have Ion. And that's the way I was able to see the game. Because on my cable service, they was playing the Dream game. And I was like, what are we doing? I would have been, oh my God. I don't know what I would have done though I missed that game tonight. I have to agree with something that Ben says. I got to steal something, Ben. I got to steal this, right? I'm taking this. So, you know what I'm saying? You take it, we all part of the CC Army, so we all right. But Ben said something today. This is one of the games that you didn't want. You gonna remember. I don't know if he said that. One people in the chat said. They said, "Hey, this is one of the games that you're gonna remember. You're gonna look back and you're gonna remember on July 17th. You're gonna remember that 45-point, 10 assist game. And see, this is what I was trying to tell y'all. This is the type game that Caitlin put on display against Dawn Staley and the South Carolina, what's South Carolina? Gamecocks? Any Gamecocks? South Carolina Gamecocks. That's the type game that put her on the map. And she was hitting them with this. It wasn't Angel Reese. When Angel Reese won the championship, that put Angel Reese on the map. Because Angel Reese started doing this, and then people was dissing Angel Reese, and everybody was defending Angel Reese. It became polarizing that way, and they made it an Angel Reese against Caitlin Clark. Right? But these type performances, that only can be had by a certain group of players. Like he said Marina Mabry was better than Caitlin Clark. I was like, Marina Mabry can get unconsciously hot. She's unconsciously streaky. Unconsciously streaky. But she's not the playmaker. She's not. That game she had 53, she had like what, 2-3 assists? Kelsey Mitchell is a phenomenal scorer. Phenomenal. And the other couple of games, she had a couple of assists. She had like 6 or 7. What, she had 8 last game? But she's not Caitlin Clark. She's not the passer. Anybody that say that Kelsey Mitchell is the passer, I think old buddy tried to say on Whitlock that Kelsey Mitchell is just, anybody that says that Kelsey Mitchell is the passer that Caitlin Clark is on drugs. They ain't on that method. You know what I'm saying? And what I like about tonight was the timing of it was fantastic. The timing of tonight could not have come at a better time. And the host tonight, the one that was calling the game on Ion, she literally said, hey, man, I feel like Caitlin going to have a big one. She was calling. I did, too. I said, okay, I see who's guarding her tonight. I said, oh, she cannot guard Caitlin. Off the rip, when I saw that, what's her name? I don't know. Wait. I'll tell you your name. Let me go back. When I saw, and she didn't have a bad game. The girl that was guarding her didn't have a bad game. Hold on, let me go back. Hold on, Chad. Let me go back 1 second. NBA Fever. When I saw Jade Melbourne guarding Kate Clark, I said Kate Clark can go for at least 30 tonight. I said she's gonna get you 30 tonight. After the first quarter, I thought she might go for 50. I thought she might go after the second quarter, and she got that. Of course, Stephanie White took out for 3 minutes in the second. That's crazy, man. Stephanie White took out for the last 3 minutes of the second quarter. She did the same thing in the third. 66. Caitlin Clark accounted for 66 points, scoring or assisting. Kareem said that Caitlin was not the face of the league. I never understood why Bobby Knight hated John Wooten so much, because he found out Wooten was paying Jabbar under the y'all got to stop. August, man, you got to stop. That's crazy. I got the best. Listen, man, I got the best chat in the world, man. We might be small, but we large. We're growing. that's real though. I think at the end of the day, Stephanie White has to show that this thing is really, really, you know, Caitlin Clark is really that person. Really. Right? She's really that person. And shout out to the 71 people watching us on X right now. Appreciate you guys. She's really that person. We went over 150 a couple of times. We need to get 200. Let's go. And I'm glad this is the perfect time because all we was hearing in the last week. What did we hear the last week? Why are they coddling Caitlin Clark? Oh, why she's fussing at the referee so much? Why are the right coming for Caitlin Clark? Why are they trying to make it political? That's all we heard all night. That's all we heard all week. When she had those games where she was playing in 3 minutes and Stephanie White was pulling out 3 minutes. Oh, I told you she wasn't that good. She didn't have 12 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. And we was like, but she can't get into no rhythm. She couldn't get in the rhythm. This came at a great time. Only thing I wish I didn't have a game tomorrow night. I wanted this to marinate to like Monday or Tuesday. I didn't come back tomorrow night and she played. I ain't even gonna be mad. Like Stephanie, if you sit Caitlin, I will be a little bit upset because we are playing New York tomorrow. I will be mad because I want to see Caitlin play every time. But if you sit her, I ain't gonna be too upset. I want that game to marinate. I wish you would have did it. I wish you did it on Thursday. Because then today they got to talk about it. Because today, all they was talking about today was, Stephen A was getting there giving that same, I got a show tomorrow. Listen, the show tomorrow is not, a rising tide does not lift all boats. That's the name of the show. A rising tide can sink a boat. If you got a tsunami, and that's what Caitlin Clark is. Oh, really? Bew said they showed her 1 assist. She should be 45 and 11. They said you showed her 1 assist in KK in the third. Interesting. They said she should have had 45 and 11. That's crazy. Oh, no worries, Liberty Night. Cost 3-pointer. It was like a dunk in the NBA. She could have had 53 in the flow of the game. Maybe it was a shot check to get 53. And it was in the flow of the game, so they can't say she was stat padding. Nope. They won by 3. Mars said CC was hotter than this hour weather. CC was crazy, dog. CC was crazy. It was fantastic. I can't. That was one of the. It was a great game. It was a great game. Shout out to Seattle. Seattle came and they were a worthy opponent tonight. They played very well. They got a nice young core. I am very impressed with Seattle. They have a nice young core. They made some mistakes down there, but you could tell that youth kind of hurt them down the stretch of the game. Down the stretch of the game. They could have had a couple more possessions. Like they had one, and I think they went from it was like 18 seconds down to like 8 seconds or something like that. And that hurt them. They had some more possessions that hurt them in the end of the game. That's just because of their youth. But those girls there can ball. I didn't know Fam was like that. I didn't know that. I knew Malonga was hard. I knew Malonga was like that. I was telling y'all last year, Malonga is like that. She just needs a little bit of experience, and she need to get just a little bit in the weight room a little bit more. Malonga's gonna be nice. She's gonna be nice. I would hush game. Now I'm gonna say I would trade Malonga for I'd trade Malonga for AB. No? Would y'all? I would trade Malonga for AB. A little younger, a little outstretched, play a little bit better defense. Although AB guys, that AB showed me that she got that 3-pointer now. She in there, but I would trade Malonga. There'll be a nice little trade there. We get a little package. We'll trade y'all. Hey, we'll give y'all Dominique Malonga for AB. We'll give y'all AB and Monique Billis for Dominique Malonga. You know what I'm saying? We'll give y'all AB and Monique Billis. And just to throw a little cherry on top, we'll throw in Duchess to go with it. We'll go with Duchess to go with it. Just to, and I love Duchess. Duchess is a grown woman, right? Duchess is a grown woman, right? But we'll throw just a little cherry on top. We'll throw Duchess on top of that. We'll give you 3 players and a first-round draft pick for Dominique Malonga. I'm making that trade all day. Deal. But I think Seattle's on the way. They're going to have the number 1 shot if they keep playing, if they keep dropping ball games. Pause. If they keep dropping ball games, they have a number 1 shot of getting Juju. Juju decides to come out next year. And if you pair Juju with Dominique Malonga and the other young lady, hey man, hey, that's different. That's different. Hey, Seattle is working on something. Seattle, if y'all get Juju with Dominique Malonga, oh, you got it. Hey, the WNBA will be official. It's getting there now because of Caitlin Clark. But now you got like Juju and Malonga versus Caitlin. Oh, that's box office. I'm watching that every game. I'm tuning in for that. Every game. Yeah, Seattle has a high draft pick coming. And if Juju decides to come out this year, I think she got another year eligibility. So I guess if it's not the team that she wants, she can go back to college and play at USC. Now, you know, she's making $6 million at USC or something like that. What is she making in Juju making in NIL? She was making pretty good. Yeah, she was making pretty good. Oh, no, she's not making nothing. I said Juju ain't making but $750,000. Oh, no, Juju. I thought you was leasing $1 million. That can't be right. Oh, I said 600. Now Google says USC Juju Walker is the most lucrative deal of endorsement athletes, name, image, and likeness. She boasts an estimated NIL valuation of $765,000. Interesting. Well, Juju, you might need to come out next year. He said those Africans coming up. They're not from. They are African. Dominique Malonga she's not from Africa. Dominique Malonga is from France, right? Dominique Malonga is from France. Oh no, I might be wrong. No, you're right. You're right. She's from Africa. Yeah, she's from France. I thought so. Yeah, Dominique Malonga is from France. She played professional basketball on the French national team. She was born in Yaoundé, Cameroon. She's from France. What's the other? That's funny. They're from Africa. That's crazy, August. I'm just. That's crazy, August. That's crazy. That's wild. Our fam might be from Africa. Let me see where she's from. She's Spanish. She's not from Africa either. She's from Liga Femenina de Balacianos. Balacianos. I can't pronounce. She's from Liga Femenina de Balacianos. I gotta work on that. You know what I'm saying? She's not from Africa either. Now I gotta stop thinking all people dark skinned. They from Africa. And black people all over. Black people from all over the world, man. That's all right. Oh my God, that's so stereotypical. That's so stereotypical. She's not from Africa. She's from France. tall, dark-skinned black woman. Be like, yep, she's definitely from the Congo. That is not funny. Oh my God, that is so oh my God, that's so stereotypical. All right, she plays for the French team. Cameroon. Okay, so Cameroon is in Africa. I think you're right. But I think her nationality, they say she's from France. All right, $2 from AR. What's up, man? What's going on? What's going on, AR? What's going on, my brother? How you doing? Thank you so much. We got a super chat. Hit that buzzer for the super chats. I mean, it would be nice to have that effect. Come on, hit the buzzer for the super chat. There we go. Thank you. Play it one more time. AR says fire emoji. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you so much. You don't even know. Okay, so she may be from Cameroon, but she's by way of France. I think she says that her she's from France. Cause the only reason I remember that because they was talking about they got the female Wemby, right? So you know what I'm saying, they got the female Wemby, all right. And our fam, she's from Spain. Okay, she's from Spain. Thanks, AR, for super chats. All super chats get really live. Super chats helps us keep the show going. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys tonight, man. We're overtime. We're having a good time. Caitlin Clark went for 45 and 10 tonight. Went absolutely berserk. She went crazy. And I think at the end of the day, it's going to be, it was much needed. I would say that for real. She needed to have a game like this. We needed her to have a game like this tonight. We needed her to be out there dancing and hitting shots in folks' face. We needed that. I needed that. I got tired of going on chats and having cats going off and be like, well, Caitlin only scored 12 points last game. And we needed 45 and 10 tonight. And she went out, she did that. This was the closest game that we've seen from Caitlin Clark to our Caitlin Clark that we've probably seen in her career so far. This is definitely that. This is the one where people were definitely, this is the one when we've been waiting on. We've been waiting on this Caitlin Clark. Now the question is, will we see it again with Stephanie White coaching her? We don't know. No, Kelsey's gonna have to go on the 0-4 streak, and you know what I'm saying. The team, she's just gonna have to take over the game and just be like, "Hey, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do." Mark, you're right. The WNBA did need Caitlin Clark to have this game. Definitely did. They did need Caitlin Clark to have this game. I think at the end of the day, she's the drawing card, man. I know people. There are other great players in the W, no doubt about it. We saw two tonight. Our fam. We saw Dominique Malonga, two young ladies that are going to be superstars. I think Flage from the SAV from the Seaport, Savannah, Georgia. I think she's going to be a phenomenal player for years to come in the W. She's going to be a solid player also. You saw some great players tonight, and the best player on the court by far was number 22. It wasn't even close. By far, the best player on the court was number 22. Number 22. I like tonight, too, because it gets her average back over 20 points. It gets her assists back up to, 8 now? She's 20 and 8 now? She's back up to 20 and 8. She got to get her rebounds back up, though. She got to get her rebounds. And I think this puts her squarely, a game like tonight puts her squarely back in the MVP conversation. Easy. It puts her in the MVP conversation. 45 and 10, big win, huge shots at the end of the game. You know, the impact, number one trending on Twitter. You know, it definitely puts her back in that conversation of MVP conversation. Some idiot that sit there and say, I'm proud of her dropping 40. I am too. He said, I'm proud of her dropping 45 and 10. I am too. I think a lot of us are. A lot of us, we knew she had it in her. And even she said tonight, she said, hey, I expect to have these games. She said that's her expectation. She knows she can do it. She just, you know, she had to work to get it there. She had to have a game like this to quiet the critics for a day at least. It would take a shot not only at her game, but at her character and her fans. And her fans. And her fans. You say she plays for the French team and the Cameroons. Okay, cool. I trust you, August. I trust you, dog. But that was funny to me. That was funny, though. That was hilarious. That was hilariously funny. I need that laugh. That was a good laugh. But I think at the end of the day, I think there's not many players, like I said earlier, that's going to that can do that in this league. I don't think there's many players in either league. You got Caitlin Clark and Steph Curry. Y'all remember when a couple of, was it 2 years ago? It's 26, yeah, so it had to be 2 years ago, 24. Y'all remember 24 when Steph Curry went crazy in the Olympics? And he was firing them joints all over in the Olympics. And French was coming back and forth. And Steph Curry was just raining down threes. It's only a couple of players. And every three, they was just like, oh. Tonight, that's how Seattle was. Every shot Caitlin was hitting, they was like, oh. You know? And tonight, that's who Caitlin, that's what she was. Every time they needed all those shots. And this was one of the greatest performances in WNBA history. And this is only year 3. Really, it's year 2.5, but we'll say year 3. Was it 203 pointers, quickest to 203 pointers? The other game, she was quickest to 600. I mean, I just don't understand. Like, I really don't know the vitriol against her, right? Yes, we as her fans can be a little bit. We can be a little bit much at times. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. We definitely can be a little much at times, right? The first is 600 assists, right? So we definitely can be a little bit much at times, but you can't. You know what I'm saying? Even with us being, you know, a little much, you can't really blame her for that. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. Oh, and this is I'm gonna do an hour and a half. All right, but this is what I was gonna say. I do think it's kind of ironic. I do think it's kind of ironic. Can I give y'all? Can I give y'all the Key Joe take of the night? This is the Key Joe take of the night, right? Yeah. Here's the Key Joe take of the night. Y'all did notice that the referees called Caitlin right tonight. That has a lot to do, not with Kathy Engelbert, but that has a lot to do with John Silver. That has a lot to do with Silver, the commissioner of the NBA. Adam Silver, the commissioner of the NBA, when he talked this morning, Adam Silver said, yes, the referees are a problem. I don't know if y'all saw that clip. He said, yes, the referees are a problem. He said, but I don't want to say too much because, hey, I have to deal with my own referees in the NBA. But he said, yes, in the WNBA, the referees are a problem. And we know that Adam Silver legitimately told Kathy Engelbert, who was not going to suspend Alyssa Thomas, he came and told Kathy Engelbert, said, hey, man, you need to get ahead of this. And it's sad that Adam Silver had to speak on behalf of the WNBA, and we still haven't heard from Kathy Engelbert. Kathy Engelbert is the worst commissioner in all of sports. Proved to be. Even Agumake she was alluded to that today. You know what I'm saying? Agumake, who's the vice president of the Players Association, she alluded to that today that, hey, you know, our commission's kind of, everybody's been complaining about the refs. And this is the thing about them complaining about the refs is this, and this is what people don't have to understand. They get mad and they say, hey, why they only complain about Caitlin? Why does Caitlin why do they make such a big deal out of Caitlin? Because we don't watch the rest of the games. Caitlin is nationally televised. So when we see we're fans of Caitlin, we watching in Indiana, and we see Caitlin get beat up. We don't be watching Agent Reese get beat up. We're not watching Agent Wilson. Agent Wilson get 500,000 people watching the game. You got millions watching Caitlin. And millions. So yeah, when we see Caitlin get fouled, we're going to be like, dog, they fouling Caitlin. We're going to make it known because we actually watching the game. 17,000 people was there tonight. If Caitlin get fouled, 17,000 people saw Caitlin get fouled. That's not like playing in Atlanta where it's 5,000. They playing in the local YMCA. It's a difference. If you got 2.5 million watching your game and then you got 300,000, it's going to be a little different with those 2 million see a person, their favorite player, the person they tuned in to see, getting clothesline, going to the basket. You're going to be like, dog, they clothesline here going to the basket. Listen, I said that earlier, you. Bitzel, I said it earlier. I said if they call Caitlin Clark correctly, Caitlin will average 30 and 8. It would be an MVP discussion. Maybe Asia Wilson. Maybe. But the reason she got calls tonight, I am of the opinion, I got to say that. My lawyer said, hey, make sure you say you're of the opinion, allegedly. I am of the opinion that Adam Silver stepped in and told those referees, hey, either you get yourself together or you can find you another job. Someone stepped in and stepped up, and I'm pretty sure it's Adam Silver, because Adam Silver made it clear today that he was one of the ones that wrote the 30 years ago, he was one of the ones that wrote the financial things for the WNBA to get started. And believe it or not, the NBA is largely invested in the WNBA. And I think Adam Silver is looking at Kathy Engelbert a lot like how I look at my wife sometimes. I was like, do you even know that we have a budget? Do you even care about the finances? You know what I'm saying? Do you care about our finances? Sometimes you have to ask a woman, do you care about our finances? I'm out here working 5 jobs. Do you care about our finances? You just act like this money is just grows on trees. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Get to the point where I work, you spend. And then he just have to tell Captain Engelbert, hey, do you care about the finances? Like, are you trying to bankrupt your league? Oh God, no, they don't guard Miles and I told him the other day they don't guard Paige Beckers and Miles like that. Miles come out that fro, Miles will play a whole game, her fro still be like on intact. That joint still be wavy. It still be like soul sister, soul sister. It still look like she just picked that joke out with a pick. You know what I'm saying? Man, if Caitlin Clark had an afro, man, her afro would be to the side. It'd have a part in it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If Caitlin had an afro and she'll play the afro, as much as she get hit, it'll have a part in it. It'll be like, you know what I'm saying? Her hair be all messed up. Hey, Olivia Miles be coming out there. Soul sister, soul sister. She be coming out there clean. Adam Silver, I am convinced. I am of the opinion that Adam Silver had a talk with the people and said, hey man, refs, get this under control or you're gonna be fired. We need to do an investigation. This is something that I need to do as investigative journalism. I need to see how these refs got their job to ref in the WNBA. Like, did they cover the college ranks? Did they come from because it seems like they're coming from the local YMCA. Did they come from high school? Did they just put an application and say, hey, can you travel? They'd be like, yeah. We didn't know how these refs got it because the game is too fast. My boy was telling me this morning. He said, man, have you ever thought about the game? The game is too fast for him. He said, like Soldier. Yeah, man. Olivia Miles Pro be coming out. You like, dun, dun. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Soul Sister. Soul Sister. I was like, and you know the crazy thing? Today, I was talking, and they was talking about the they was talking about the foul where Caitlyn went off on the referee, and she got the knee contusion, right? And she got up, and people trying to say it wasn't a foul. They was like, it wasn't a foul, kid. So I asked one of the guys, he was like, oh, you think that was a foul? It wasn't a foul. I said, let me ask you a question. When SGA got that call? He literally, he got quiet. He like, yeah, he I was like, okay, all right. When Jordan got the call? Yeah, Jordan got the call. I was like, when Shea Gillis, Alexander got to get that call. He was like, yeah, he would got it. All right, then. You know what I'm saying? He would have got that call. Oh, he would have got a call. Tonight, they finally called right. Those are all fouls. I was looking at it. There wasn't no phantom calls in that tonight. Oh, she had all these free throws. They were legit fouls. And I was telling them the other night, that's a foul. The NBA has a rule where they're trying to stop being so physical, so you're not able to hand check. Those are supposed to be fouls. If you stop the momentum of the player, that's a foul. That's something that they're supposed to be working on this year. That's something that they were supposed. That's one of the things that they had in the meetings that they told them this is something that we're going to be concentrating and watching this year. And they've been doing it for everybody except Caitlin Clark. And people just like, oh, yeah, she had 19 free throws. But she shot 11 for 18. Y'all forgot about that? Last time I checked, that's over 50%. CJ Parson, I didn't realize you go this late. Just Jordy there. What was that? Man, listen, CJ, that game was phenomenal. It was phenomenal. I was over here screaming in my chair. Yeah! I was going wild the whole game. The whole game I was going wild. But that's what we have. There are a bunch of people out there that have been hating on Caitlin Clark, and she needed a game like this. And I'm so glad she had it. Y'all don't know how joyous I am on the inside that she had this type of game. Y'all don't know how happy I am right now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know how happy. I might get off this and go sit with my wife up and say, hey girl, let me make you happy too. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, this is real. Right? And that's right. She was held before, and she was fouled twice when she went up for the layup. And hit the layup. She hit the shot. I don't know what they were like, she hit the shot. It should have been an and one, which could have changed the dynamic of that game. I think at the time they was down by 2 or 3. Maybe I think they would have tied the game if she had an and one. This is phenomenal. Yeah, I can't really be upset. I am so happy. I'm glad Caitlin went crazy. Miss you all. What's going on? I am so happy Caitlyn went clay. I'm so happy Caitlyn came out, did what she's supposed to do. She really went bananas, and I just think that's phenomenal. I don't think a lot of people understand. Make sure y'all hit the follow button on X. On X, if you're watching, I got 71. I should have 71 followers on X. Hit that follow. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. But y'all hit the like and subscribe if you haven't already, guys. Hit that like. Hey, we 8 likes away from 100 likes. Let's get it. 8 likes. Let's get 8 likes. Let's go. If you hit it again. It don't matter if you hit it before, hit it again. We need to get 8 likes. We need to get 8 likes to 100 likes. But I think at the end of the day, that's what happened. We need 7 now. Let's get 7 likes to get 100 likes. I'm super excited. I'm super happy that this happened tonight. Tough game tomorrow night. New York comes up tomorrow night. It's gonna be a really, really tough game. It's gonna be a tough game. New York, I think New York has been struggling though. Let's see. Yeah, New York has been struggling. You know that. Yeah, New York is now under the Liberty. Yeah, that's a big game tomorrow. So Atlanta Dream and the Fever are tied for #1 in the Eastern Conference. I think the Dream has the tiebreaker because they beat us 2-1 so far. I think we got one more game with them, if I'm not mistaken. Then the Liberty is under. Oh, the Mystics. Washington Mystics is making a run. I'm proud of them. Because the Mystics started off really, really rough this year. It's good for them to get back. They started to make a run to get back into their thing. Saint Citron is a beast. She's a beast. She's amazing. But the Liberty is 13-11. The Fever is 15-10. Let's see. If we go back up to the Western Conference, of course, the Lynx is 19-6. The Valkyries are amazing. Valkyries are on like 8 in a row. Valkyries playing some great basketball right now. 18-7. The Aces is 17-7. Then you got the Wings 16-8, right? So I think right now we're in a great position to be where we need to go. That's why I don't like NY not playing that good. They are beaten, but they're beatable. But CC not playing. Yeah, that's why I heard that CC wasn't playing tonight. I heard CC wasn't playing tonight. Now she said she was getting ready. She wanted to get her body ready for the season, but I think they're gonna load manage her. Which is wow. You got 40 games, man. You got 40 games. That's a big game tomorrow night. That's a big game. Because if you lose that game, you're tied with New York in the loss column. New York goes to 14-11, and you drop down to 15-11 if you lose that game. That's a big game. And then 2 in the conference, New York is 8-2, and we're 5-4 in that conference. So we definitely got pulled it. You know, that's a big game tomorrow night. Aaliyah Boston should be fresh and healthy tomorrow night. See how that goes tomorrow night with Aaliyah. Kelsey Mitchell had a good game, but she still has a little bounce back from the second half. She didn't play as well in the second half as she played in the first half. First half, she was lethal. Second half, she hit a couple of big shots for us, and we always need that. But she wasn't as I think she had a bad turnover too. Kelsey had a bad turnover. I mean, a really bad. Caitlyn had one too when she tried to go under the rim and she tried to hit Monique Billings and it fell out of bounds. That's a bad turnover too. But Kelsey had a real bad turnover that really like to cost us the game. What's that foul? Oh, no, the foul to give. That was tough. Hey, the foul to give, I was like, oh, Kelsey, what are you doing? I think she thought we had a foul to give and we didn't, and she ended up putting what's the name on the line? Seattle on the line to shoot the free throws. And I was like, oh, man, come on, Kelsey. But Kelsey played well. Caitlyn played well. Monique Billings played well. Sophie struggled a little bit. Lexi is real streaky, too. I need Lexi to play a little bit better, get a little bit more consistent, right? Lexi is streaky, too. Lexi didn't play it as well. I thought KK played very well. I think they said KK got the 3rd most rebounds and something like that. She got some type of record, too, tonight. Did they say KK got the 3rd most rebounds in Indiana history or something like that? KK was out there getting busy. Shout out to KK. I love KK, man. KK got that dog in her. She got that. KK got that dog in her now. The other night, girl tried to run up. She saw KK. KK got that pit bull in her. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, KK got that dog in her now. If you run up on KK, you want to now. KK that what? I've been trying to tell. I've been with KK on the floor for a long time. Like some of them say, hey, she's just an energy player. That he's tired. Now I like KK. Cause KK she's athletic and she got the dog in her. Ain't nobody in the WNBA gonna sit there and try KK. 0%. They're not gonna try Hines Allen. They're not gonna try her either because her brothers play in the NFL. But they definitely ain't gonna try KK either. Yeah, KK. It just look like KK might look like she might be a little crazy. You know what I'm saying? KK got that dog in it. She got that. KK got that dog in the dog. I love some KK. That's my girl there. And she's so sweet. But you gotta be careful, them girls are sweet like that, boy. Cause them girls are sweet like that. You get on their bad side, boy. Hell on wheels, I'm trying to tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? KK real sweet, she real cool, down to earth. Don't get on her bad side, dog. She might power slam you. KK might power slam you now. Don't mess with KK. KK got that dog in it, dog. Listen. KK was great, man. I love some KK. I think KK needs to get more playing time. And she got a nice little down low game, right? She plays hard. She's tough, and she got. I'm making jokes, but I do really love KK. I think KK is a sweetheart, bro. Seriously, KK is one of my favorite players in the W. KK is one of my favorite players in the W. But KK definitely got the she definitely got that dog in it, though. I tell y'all that last year, y'all ain't believe me. I said this year, the team that Indiana need to go with this year, and they go with Caitlin, Kelsey Mitchell, Lexi Huller, or Sophie Cunningham, Aaliyah Boston, and KK. Now, even though Billings played better tonight, she has not been consistent. Now, if we can get this 16 and 9 tonight, something like that. If we can get that consistency from Billings every game, then we good to go, right? But if we're not gonna get that consistency, then you need to play KK because KK at least is going to give you a little bit defense, and she's gonna give you rebounding, and she gives you a little bit extra down low presence. Now you miss out a little bit of the 3-point shooting because Billings is a lot better 3-point shooting than KK, a lot better, right? So Billings can stretch the floor a lot better, but she's been struggling with a shot. If she ever gets consistent, or if we can get 16 points from Billings, if we get anywhere from 12 to 16 points for Billings, then Indiana has a shot to make a run. Real talk. Because, yeah, I did. And her family, I like the fact that KK started tonight. Her family was there, too. And she played good. That loose ball that KK got was a big loose ball. That was a huge loose ball that she got. That was a huge. KK's a pit bull. Now, that loose ball, man, she got that like it's the ball. You know what I'm saying? KK went that thing that goes. She went to grab that thing. Hey, she went to jump on that thing hard. Boy. I'm like, get it, KK. Sick of. Oh, I love KK. That's my girl. Woo! Caitlin went out crazy tonight. KK was up there in the interview. I love that, boy. I love that. I love that, man. I love KK, man. That's my girl there. I told y'all last year, KK is the one, dog. I tried to tell y'all. But, man, Caitlin, once in a generation player, showed it again tonight. I mean, you got idiots talking about she shouldn't play. They don't need her no more. Man, stop it. Man, stop it. Man, stop it. They definitely need. Man, stop it. Who's that, man? They don't need her now. She's done what she's supposed to drink. Bring the plate. Listen, man, stop it, dog. Stop it. When you see something happen tonight, just stop it. Just stop it, man. Just stop it. Like, Caitlin Clark is as advertised. If y'all give her the opportunity, this is the thing, and this is the thing I was saying about the players also. And listen, I pick at KK a little bit, but KK is a cutie in her own way, man. I like KK. KK is a cutie to me. Her own little way. All the way. I pick at KK, but that's a cutie. I think KK needs more playing time also. I agree with you. You know what I'm saying? I agree. I think KK needs some more playing time. Now, this is what I was going to say about Caitlin. I was going to say she's a once-in-a-generation player that needs that if they ever allow her to be great, she can be that rising tide that lifts all boats. But if they keep trying to fight against Caitlin, she's going to be that tsunami that sinks the situation. Tomorrow, we're going to do a show. And that show tomorrow, we're going to talk about the hypocrisy of the W. Y'all check me out tomorrow. I'm going to try to do it. I'll do it before the game. We're going to talk about the hypocrisy of the WNBA and their players and how they at times want it to be, when it fits them, they want to be political. But when nobody great to see you, missed my cover. And I appreciate it. Nobody great. It's good to see you. Definitely good to see you. When it fits them, they want to be political. But when it doesn't, when it goes against their agenda, then they are very, very dismissive, and they have one thing I do admit, they come together quickly to distance themselves from people who go against their agenda or who represents something of their agenda. And I think the issue when we're talking about the WNBA and the problem that they're having, I think this has always been the issue that the WNBA's had. It's the fact that, and I said this a lot last year, and I have proof, I have receipts. Join me tomorrow. I did some digging and some investigating. We went back in time and we got some, y'all know me, I like to pull out quotes. Join me tomorrow. We're going to talk about it tomorrow. Where the hypocrisy of the WNBA is something that is showing itself and rearing its head at a high level. And what they've done is they've made Caitlin Clark the scapegoat because of what she represents that goes against their agenda. And that's the situation. And this league, the WNBA, has a history of bullying is a strong word, but they have a history of pushing out people who've gone against their agenda. They have a history of not being as inclusive as they try to make themselves be. You ever been playing with your kids I really want to go into it now because I'm kind of in that mode to go into it now. I really kind of want to go ahead and tell you what I'm talking about. Wait till tomorrow. I'm going to hold it till tomorrow. But it was something that the commissioner said. Then I listened to Stephen A. Smith. Then I listened to Aguma K. And then I listened to what the WNBA players are saying now. And they having an issue, especially when the 11 House was the House of Representatives. 11 congressmen wrote the letter to the W. And now they're saying, oh, why is this political? Well, your league has always been political. The W's always been political. The problem isn't about it being political. The problem is the other side has now entered the arena. At any time, we was talking, me and my friend was talking about aura last night. We're talking about aura, like the aura of Michael Jackson, right? Like it's certain people that come into the room and that aura just like, yo, man, you know, so-and-so here. So like Michael Jackson had that aura. Like when Michael Jackson hit the stage or hit the stage, he had all the brothers. The brothers were talented too. Tito was talented. Jermaine was talented. All those guys were talented. But Michael's aura was different. Jackie tried to do the dances like Michael. Hee. But it was different when Michael went hee. Ah. Because the aura was different. It made everybody feel uncomfortable. The girls were passing out. Asia Wilson comes in there, and she's Jackie. She can dance. She can sing. But when she go, hee, they're like, yeah. But when Kayla goes, hee, and Asia can hit them fades and them shots, and there it is nice. But Kaylin will go in Las Vegas and start hitting threes, and Las Vegas fans will start being like, yeah. You want to be starting something? You want to be starting something? The aura is different. And now she's bringing in a different audience. And rather than embracing this new audience, they're scared. Because the new audience don't agree with their agenda. And guess what? The new audience got a little bit of pull. When you got congressmen coming in and saying, hey, we watching y'all. Listen. If y'all, give me if y'all want me to continue, hit the thumbs up. If y'all want me to stop, I shut down the show. We gonna shut down. I'm gonna shut down the show. Y'all have a great night. If y'all want me to continue, I need y'all to give me a thumbs up if y'all want me to continue. I got a lot to go deep into when we talking about that. Y'all want me? I'll break it back tomorrow. Y'all let me know. I'll let you guys decide. Keep going or stop. Y'all let me turn the music on. We get ready to go. We go. Keep going. Cause I'm in my zone right now, and I really, really want to go into it. I really want to break it down. If y'all want me to continue, I will let you guys decide if I continue. Turn the music on. I'll let you guys decide if y'all want me to continue. Thumbs up. If you want me to continue. If y'all say keep going in the chat, I keep going. Thank you so much for joining the King Joe Show. Caitlin 45 and 10. I got one thumbs up.
If you wanna see miracle, 5 loaves, 2 fishes.
Man, it was a great game, both sides.
If you wanna see miracle, lost faith and I
It's I think
and I got
the
grounded.
aura of Caitlin Clark and what she brings to the league really scares the bejesus out of the status quo of the W. I got another star. I got another thumbs up. It really, the aura of Caitlin Clark and the crowd that Caitlin Clark, I started to tell you this the other night, the crowd that Caitlin Clark brings in is a more conservative crowd. If you notice, there are, say something like Caitlin Clark fans, right? That's why my first video when I came back was Caitlin Clark got just as many black fans as anybody else in the WNBA. Probably more black fans than anybody in the WNBA. Look at all the black guys that cover Caitlin Clark. Ben, KTV, I mean, it's so many of us that cover Caitlin Clark and support. Even Whitlock, because he backflips back and forth. Only time Stephen A talks about the W if he's talking about Caitlin Clark. He'd throw other names in there. He'd be like, yeah, AJ Wilson is great. She's phenomenal. But Caitlin Clark. That's the only time they talk about it. I was talking to a friend, and I asked him last night. I said, "Hey man," I said, and hopefully you don't get mad at me for saying this. I said, "Hey bro," I said, "You know who Olivia Miles is?" And never heard of her. I said, "Cool. You know who Asia Wilson is?" I said, "No, never really heard of her." I said, "Well, you know who Caitlin is?" "Yeah, I know Caitlin." He was just being honest. He just said, "Man, I don't watch the WNBA like that." He said, "I watch the NBA. I'm an NBA." We had a whole conversation about the NBA. And I was trying to explain to him, I was like, "Hey man, like this is what it's about, blah, 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 blah. You gotta watch this. These players are really good." And I even talked about Dominique Malonga. I said, "Hey man, she young. Hey, girl can dunk." Like, all this was going on. We was having this conversation. I was trying to explain to him, like, it's some really good players. It's some really good players in the league. But the average fan doesn't know these girls, these ladies, these women. The average fan doesn't know them. And the thing is, they were comfortable. They were comfortable being in their current climate and the situation. Now, this is the thing about growth. And I'm learning this as myself, as a young man, as the older I get and the more I grow, even in the social media sphere, even in financially, even in business. Sometimes growth can be uncomfortable. Sometimes change can be scary. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes change is, and when you're bringing in new people, when you're bringing in a new audience, you can feel uneasy. Especially if they think different than you or they believe different. But the WNBA, I'm trying not to give y'all too much of the show tomorrow, but the WNBA has been accustomed to having a certain type of audience. that fits their agenda where they can be comfortable. And vet, then here comes this young lady from middle America that comes and has a unusual game, especially for the WNBA. She's breaking records. What is that, vet? She broke 2 or 3 records earlier in this game. Fastest player to reach 200 3-pointers in 72 games. 45-10 first time to ever first player to ever have those numbers in the history, in the 30-year history. But they said they be going to black women beat this league. What about the backs of all the other players that built this league? First one in 30 years. With a new style of play. And guess what? Caitlin Clark's style is so different, her own coach isn't comfortable with the style. This is the second one. This is the second coach that was uncomfortable. Chrissy Sides was uncomfortable with Caitlin Clark playing at speed and the pace that she wanted to play at. Chrissy Sides is uncomfortable, and Stephanie White is uncomfortable with it. But this is how great Caitlin is, that when Caitlin is going for 45-10, you can't take her out the game. And Stephanie White still took out the game. That's crazy. That's the crazy thing. Caitlin Clark had 19 points at halftime. Stephanie White took out 3 minutes left in the first half. Caitlin had 38 points. Stephanie White took her out of the game and tried to go offense defense. It worked out this time. Well, Caitlin just made the biggest play of the night with the strip on Flage. Come on, let's get these last 3 likes. Thumbs up. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. I need 3 people to hit the like button. First player in history to go 40-10. 40 points and 10 assists. Quickest is 600 assists. Quickest is the 200 3-pointers. And yet you have players, you have analysts, you have broadcasters saying that she's overrated. You have people saying she's not a leader. Caitlin Clark is one of the most scrutinized players in the W, and you have people saying that she's been coddled. The crazy thing is this. The people that scrutinize her the most are the ones that's turning around and saying she's been coddled. This guy like in the Bible. Y'all remember when the Pharisees was like, Jesus had healed somebody and they was like, oh, that's of Beelzebub. And Jesus was like, man, listen, that's one of the tricks of the enemy. They be like, they critique her, they put her down. They say all this stuff, and then they turn around and say, we can't call her. She's supposed to be great. She can't. They literally said, listen to me now. Listen. Who was that? Oh, CNN. Literally said, if you're a great player, you should be you should feel like it's a badge of honor to be bullied. Say what? The first night, this is one of the first nights that Caitlin got a fair whistle, and she got 19 free throws. I said, think about it. I just want y'all to think about that. It was, I'm going to tell you, out of all the whistles, I don't think anybody argued, any of the other players, none of them argued the whistle. Because they were legitimate foul. I think the only one was Katie Lou. Katie Lou wanted to, she was calling for a review, and her sideline was like, no, you hit the girl hand when she shot the ball. They are legitimately, is it jealousy or is it fear? These young girls are coming, just like in the NBA. The NBA, the changing of the guard is already started in the NBA. You got Wemby, you got Edwards, you got SGA, you got Jokic, Luka, you got Maxey, you got Brown. You know what I'm saying? You got Hunter. The changing of the guard is already changing in the NBA. The changing of the guard, there it is to get down. The changing of the guard is changing in the W too. He said, Tony, what's up, Tony? Tony said, billion dollar baby, ponytail Pete. Y'all cannot tell me that Adam Silver didn't go and have a conversation, have a group chat. He had a group chat with the refs. When Adam Silver got on that stage and they played that clip on national television where Adam Silver said, "Hey man, we know the refs are a problem." And the W, he tried to come back and be like, "Well, you know, I gotta concentrate on the NBA." No. You know what the NBA did tonight? The NBA shared the clip of Caitlin tonight. True story. If you go to the NBA website tonight, you know what you see on the NBA website? Caitlin Clark. Hold on, let me show you. Let me show you, because y'all think I'm like, this is what's on the NBA website right now. The NBA's Twitter page. Look. You got Summer League, the NBA rookie photo shoot, July 15th, that's pinned. Caitlin Clark. First player in WNBA history to score 40 points. Look. That dude got Nas Hillman, 24 points, injuries. They're trying to put a couple of more WNBA. The first thing you see pinned, and the Nas Hillman and the injuries didn't play at the same time, Caitlin Clark. First thing you see, Caitlin Clark. And they got all her accolades. History was made, Caitlin Clark. She set multiple milestones in her career, which all resulted in Indiana dub. Let's recap the new accolades. I mean, every game she's having new accolades. 40 points, 10 assists, first ever. Fastest to 200 career three-pointers. 45 points, most ever in Indiana history. Caitlin Clark becomes the first player in WNBA history to record 40 points and 10 assists in a game in a 30-year history. First thing you see on the NBA page, Caitlin Clark. You know why? Because they understand how to promote their league. they know where the money is. Let's see what the WNBA. Let's see what the first thing WNBA has on it. Let's see. How many of y'all think the first thing the WNBA is gonna have on their Twitter page is Caitlin Clark? Let's see if that's pinned at the top. Let's see. WNBA Twitter page. Let's see. Do they even have a Twitter? Let's see WNBA Twitter page. Let's see what their first X page. Let's see what their first situation is. NBA don't put Caitlin Clark's highlights up on that thing, man. By themselves. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go back to the NBA page. It's on the NBA page. Hold on, Chad. Let's go back to the NBA page. Let's see. Let's see if they actually have Caitlin Clark on here. Let's see. So we're on the NBA X page. Okay, so let's go WNBA page. All right, let's see WNBA. All right, they got the All-Star. Yep, they got Kay Clark. All right, so somebody's doing something right in the WNBA. They got Kay Clark. I gotta repent. I didn't think I would have lost that bet. I would have lost that bet. Keija, did you see the post-game press of Stephanie White was giving Caitlin Clark praise? Very rare. Yeah, did she talk? But they asked her. I did see that, but I saw her. They asked her when Caitlin Clark's in that zone that she's having that because she scrapped. Would you just scrap the game play to let Caitlin do what she need to do? She's like, no. I was like, Stephanie White, what are you talking about? He's the WNBA. The All-Stars, the pin at the top. Now, there you go. They got Caitlin. That's it. That's the tweet. See, my God. Go inside the locker room with Stephanie White. Stephanie White. And then they got the results of the WNBA tonight. They come back with Caitlin, 45-10-4. 6 3-pointers made, 110-107. Sidney Taylor's going to be a good player, too. She's a nice little player. Lila Langan, she is, too. 26-5. They went crazy tonight. And they beat the Mercury. The Mercury is. I'm telling Mercury players when they play in Indiana. Mercury play in Indiana more. They really ready to fight. They ready to put their fight in. They ready to put their fist in their throat. They ready to put their fist in your foot in your throat. Literally. Not figuratively. Literally. You know what I'm saying? That's the only time the Mercury want to play is when they play Caitlin. But it's a lot of teams like that. Caitlin is their Super Bowl. Yeah, she said no, man. Yeah, she said no. She literally said no. I'm not gonna say this. I'm gonna put this on there. He said, he's letting this case stand. It is about agendas. It is about agendas. It's about agendas. It is about agendas. And that's the thing that a lot of people are that's the thing that the WNBA keeps trying to say that it is not, but it is. And it's about agendas of both. Both sides are political. Don't believe that mess where they be like, oh, it's about the game, it's not about politics. It is, both sides are political. Both. Literally both sides are political. Both sides are political. But this is the thing. Caitlin Clark, with everything that she's going through, this is how great Caitlin is, man. With everything she's going through, right? She still went out there. Injuries, being the focal point of criticism, being polarizing, being the topic of her league, the topic of sports shows, being demonized, her fan base being demonized. Then I brought her family into her. Her dad should say something to her. You know, all this stuff, like all that she goes through at 24 years old. You know, people saying that she's arrogant. She needs to speak out and be a civil rights leader. All this stuff, all this pressure. Her coach don't want to give her free reins in the offense. All these things go down. And she still comes out. And she puts out 45 in 29 minutes. All I'm saying, if she gets that confidence. And this is a good, I would tell you the good thing about all that she's going through. She's going through it early in her career. And what they can't say, well, I feel like I'm preaching now. Some of us go through a lot of trials and tribulations. And people didn't think you was going to make it out. They thought you were dead. They criticized you. They put you down. But you made it through. And I believe that on the other end of this, Caitlyn is going to be a stronger player. She's going to be a stronger woman. And I believe if you're going through certain things, put my energy out there. Somebody may be going through some of the same things. People doubting you. People putting you down, people unfairly judging you, people unfairly criticizing you, people unfairly hating on you. Just stick with it. Keep shooting, baby. 45 and 10 is on the way. Listen, thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I gave you 2 hours and 50 minutes. Thank you guys, man. We over 100 people in the chat. That's crazy. Thank you guys at 2:30 in the morning. Over 100 likes. I appreciate you guys so much. Don't give up, guys. Don't give up on life. Somebody may be giving up on life. I hope you caught you had a laugh. I hope you are encouraged, not just by something I said tonight. If not by that, I hope he was encouraged by what Caitlyn did tonight on the court, dealing with all those pressures and all those situations. We're going to be okay. Tomorrow night, we're going to be seeing New York. Let's see what we do. I don't know if Caitlyn's playing tonight. I heard that Caitlyn wasn't playing tomorrow night. That's what I'm hearing. Tonight. I heard she's not. That was it's Saturday. So I heard she wasn't playing tonight. But we'll see. We'll still be rooting for Indiana to see. We'll still come on live tomorrow. I'm gonna try to do that show tomorrow about the hypocrisy of the WNBA. I'll try to do that show tomorrow. Join me tomorrow, man. If you have not, please do me a favor. He said, I wish you would have got 10 rebounds. That's one thing Caitlyn hasn't been doing as much. She hasn't been rebounding. She's been letting the other guys get the rebound. I think she's really good, too, when she gets it out of the basket and she on that road. She on that fly. She's learning how to be a lot more cerebral and know when to push, when to slow it down, when to go get it. She's learning how to be a lot more cerebral. Like she said tonight, she had 4 turnovers in the first half, but the second half she had none. And that's sometimes what we got to do. We have to slow down a little bit, take our time, be a little bit more cerebral, see and point out which ways in life we need to go. It's your boy King Joe, man. Go for all your goals. Don't ever stop going for your goals. Don't give up. I hope you're encouraged. I love each and every one of you guys. Those who disagree with me, those who are mad at me, I still love you.
Big budget. See you with them bills, but when you come, you try to cut.
Don't give up. Believe and trust. I trust in the Lord Jesus Christ as my personal Savior. And I would like, if you don't know him, get to know him. And if you don't want to, that's fine too. Whatever you believe in, just show encouragement. Just know I love you. Okay? If you have not, please hit that like and subscribe. Hope you guys join me again soon. Thank you guys. To Tony, to CJ, To everybody, man. To the protect and serve. All you guys, Vet. Man, I appreciate you guys. Mark. AR. View. Bitzel. Man, I appreciate all you guys for taking time. The chat was crazy. To all you guys, we still got hundreds of people in here. To all the hundreds of people that's been watching the show, we appreciate you guys too, man. Much love to each and every one of you guys. I am your host, King Joe. This has been the King Joe Show. I hope you had a good time. I had a great time. Love you guys. Y'all have a great night. I'm leaving you with some of my tunes, all right? This is some of my music. This is my production. Let's go with it. Holla at you. Peace.
I'm strapping, they going to get it. If you gon' run with your husband, you better go and get fitted. Greater work shall we do, just like Christ said, so let's get with it. Yeah. If you wanna see miracles, 5 loaves, 2 fishes. Go. If you wanna see miracles, 5 loaves, 2 fishes. If you wanna see miracles, lost faith and I found it. Yeah. Got hot tea and I got grounded. Then I realized it was about God and not King Joe. Yeah. What the enemy stole from me, God gave me double. Good people act like they know me, but they have no clue what God has in store for me. Why they question me? Have faith to see, have faith to see, have faith to see, have faith to see. And let's tell the enemy I'm back and I'm strapping, they going to get it. Okay. If you're gon' run with your husband, you better go and get fitted. Greater work shall we do, just like Christ said, so let's get with it. If you wanna see miracles, 5 loaves, 2 fishes. Go. If you wanna see miracles, 5 loaves, 2 fishes. If you wanna see miracles.
That's your signature sound. When the first time you heard the sound on a time signature, it was mine, but I'll decline. It stutters in 08, 09. Recips you can find. Did it first in reverse beat. Never mind. Who cares? Most still copying my style from 1-9. But let's deal in 2020 affairs. Kobe died and coronavirus spread. Staying away from people coughing. Wash your hands and keep 6 feet off, and I'll end up 6 feet deep in a coffin. But my question is, what's the last 6 to complete the beast markers? But what defeats hatred, only love can win. But my people saying no more God, no more scripture, no love for my oppressor. We seek revenge. Looted, set on fire with the hashtag BLM. Marching with the rainbow, we'll show them. Only to find out that they were betrayed and played for not realizing that sin begets sin. And the real irony of the rainbow is that it's a sign from God that won't be water but destruction from fire next time. And hell yes, he will be justified. So you can cry me a river for Lazarus to dip his finger, but it'll be too late because of your pride. But we're quick to spit, it's the plan of the white man. But if the man tells you he's gonna use you as a crash test dummy and you still jump in these streets doing a running man, then you've been tricked to be a levy against your own life. Murderer, a beanie man at arms, do you understand? We are actually masters of our own universe. There's at first there was the clumsy Adam till Jesus came and took the keys and declared he had the power of the grave skull with a sword and transformed the He-Man. But is it by chance the rapper was a king coming to America as an ordinary man? But a lot wanna claim being king, selling drugs to their communities. But what's the use of having a kingdom if it's full of subjects that are dope fiends? King Ramsey made sure his people in Egypt lived the golden dream, enslaved Hebrews for 4 centuries. But we can never because we are too busy. Isaiah Thomasing our best players from the dream team. But we added Christian later, get it? We added Christians later, but I digress. Now we're in this mess. You hear the trumpets, boom, 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 boom.